What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim Sports Talk. And today we have another play-by-play, and it is the Super Bowl New England Patriots taking on the Seattle Seahawks. We've had a repeat of the Super Bowl, I believe it was 2014, when Russell Wilson and the company threw it at the 1 yard line. So here we are. It was at the 2016 Super Bowl. 2014 may have been when Seattle won. Whatever. You get the point. It's a repeat of the Super Bowl. So 14-3, 14-3, taking in each other. Seattle was the number 1 in their conference. Patriots were the number 2. And we should have a great game today. Let me get the chat up here. What up, expert? What up, Antoinette? What up, Daniel? What up, Jake? What up, Eleanor? Here we are. Hi, all. What's up? How are you? Get this chat here. Boop, boop. And so that you guys can see yourselves. Properties. Paste. Doop, doop. Awesome. All right, let's see. Who do you guys got? Get this chat rolling. Who do you got? Do you have the Patriots or do you have the Seahawks? Honestly, guys, I think it's going to get ugly. I think the Seahawks are just going to destroy the Patriots. I do. That's where my head's at right now with these two teams. I don't think that the Patriots defense will shut down the Seattle offense. And I have not been impressed with Drake May in the playoffs against these really hard-nosed defenses with Houston and Denver rather, and I think Seattle defense will make it very hard on Drake May. There is, of course, a couple of caveats to what possibly could happen, right? It's any given Sunday, anything could happen. And especially with all the nerves, and the biggest thing is you have Sam Darnold on the other side of the football. And Seattle having Sam Darnold at quarterback is very, very scary, right? He's had a very strong year, but he's also had moments where he's thrown a lot of interceptions. Think about that first Rams game. I think he's had, 14 interceptions on the year or something like that? I mean, it's been quite a few interceptions for Sam Darnold. And if that quarterback comes to play, now all bets are off, right? Yes, 14 interceptions on 25 touchdowns. At that point, all bets are off, and anything can happen, right? If he comes out and throws 3 or 4 interceptions, it could be a really close game. But if Sam Darnold stays out of the way, just plays his game normal, and they play their game with Clint Kubiak and the rest of this offense, of course, JSN, Kenneth Walker, and company, I think Seattle just destroys the Patriots. Because I think the Patriots offense is going to struggle to score. This strong defense. I did hear Amanawari, the rookie safety, is potentially out with a rolled ankle. We'll see if that comes to bite them. Let's see. Yeah, he's not even listed. No, there he is. He is still listed, Nick Amanawari, but I heard he rolled his ankle, so that could be tough. What up, Antoinette? Seahawks, as long as the refs stay neutral. All right, fair enough. What up, Pig? The electromagnetic field theory will somehow make Seattle play like buns, and New England will win. Exactly, right? This is just where my prediction's at. But I hope that we have the finish we all want of these playoffs. These playoffs have been nothing short of sensational. One-score games in the fourth quarter every single game. Every game. It's been fantastic. Every game coming down to the wire, right? And, of course, maybe some game, I think of the Steelers-Houston game that got a little ugly towards the end, but it was 7-6 at the start of the fourth quarter. So, hey, it's going to be awesome. What is this? Oh, beautiful. Kubiak going to Raiders after this game ends. Yeah, I think that's most likely. Or the Cardinals, right? Aren't the Cardinals still waiting for their head coach? One Cardinals DC candidate has pulled out of consideration. Who's their head coach right now? Who's the head coach? Do they have a Mike LaFleur joins Arizona's new coach? Okay, so never mind. Mike LaFleur is Arizona's new head coach. Got it. Right? Interesting. I didn't even hear about this. But I guess it is the Raiders that are just holding out then, I guess. Yeah, Mike LaFleur 8 days ago. Okay. So, yeah, it's just the Raiders. What's going on here? Seems weird. Moon's Apparel grind has begun. Nice. That's a lot of prayer XP and a lot of Herbler as well. You get a lot of it's one specific Hardlander or something. Anyway, here we go. All right, 16 of you in here early. Appreciate you guys hitting that like button early and often. If you haven't already, hit the like button. We'll get this game started here hopefully in the next 10 minutes or so. They just sang America the Beautiful. And now are they going to do the national anthem here, I guess? I don't know if they are not. Presenting the flag, I guess. Charlie Puth. I thought they were about to have the American Sign Language sing it. Hilarious. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Not my favorite national anthem. It was very auto-tuned up, and it wasn't terrible. It wasn't a bad anthem. It's just definitely not my favorite. I like just when somebody gets out there and sings it instead of the music and everything, but that's all good. I think the refs will let them play. All right. I like it. I like it. What up, God King? Seahawks to hoist the Lombardi. That's what I believe as well. We got the coin toss coming up here shortly. But here we go. Yeah, I know nothing about that Charlie Puth guy. It is always beautiful no matter who sings it. True. It is a good song. It is a good song, and it did. As I said, I don't think it was bad. Just not my favorite. It's not how I prefer it. But yes, certainly not the Fergie or something like that. Like it was not a embarrassment by any means. It was just different. Scream 7? They're still making new Screams, huh? Good for them. Good for them. All right, so we have a Seattle minus 4.5. That's like, yeah, this could be a very good game. Just with these numbers, to me, this is Seattle's way bigger of a favorite to me. They're just way bigger of a favorite. Like, having it only a minus 4.5 is pretty wild to me. It opened at minus 3.5. Okay, so it did move Seattle's way a little bit. It looks like the sharp money went to Seattle's direction, so they went back that way. All right, so the sharp money seems to agree. Yeah, I just don't see. I just don't really see a path, man. Roseanne, did Roseanne even do the national anthem one time? Why does that actually does sound familiar? But yeah, I mean, if Roseanne did the national anthem, we yeah, that's a bit big no. Here we go. Here we go. I just saw people actually bet on how long the national anthem is, but how long the national anthem is song. That's wild. Yeah, there's you bet on anything and everything now. Anything and everything. I hope the refs don't interfere. We'll see. We will see. All I hope for is a good game. I don't care if the refs what the refs do. I just want a good game down to the end. That's what I want. To bet 40K on the Puppy Bowl during his stream of it, yeah, you should have seen it. It was wild. The point is, it belongs to all of us. Absolutely. Absolutely. And bet it all on the Puppy Bowl. That would have been bad, if true. I don't recall seeing the refs interfere with the Super Bowl. Yeah, 14-3 was the best record in the league. A good game with no major injuries. Yep. Yeah, I just want to see a really, really strong game. And of course, yeah, never rooting for injuries. Never rooting for injuries. But I just don't think it is going to be. I mean, my prediction is Seattle wins at least 33-13. Like I think it gets ugly. I really do. But and it almost feels like that's how it's going to be too, with how incredibly exciting the playoffs have been, and it just seems as though that's going to be like, okay, well now we have to put a dud out there, just to keep the world balanced. It doesn't belong to the British. Well, of course they're not us. Must not have watched the Chiefs Super Bowl. Yep. Yeah, I think it gets, and it might even get worse, Santiago. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. I think that's actually a conservative number. I think it could get like the 43-8 Super Bowl. I think we might be seeing something along those lines. Cook's got Pats. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, 37% of you are picking the Pats so far. So, Pats are certainly a uh not like, no, it's not that nobody's picking them. I say Seahawks 27-20. Okay. I certainly hope I'm wrong. I think post salary cap there has been only like 5-17 plus margin Super Bowls. Yeah, but I yeah, I mean I'm glad that it's not common. I don't want that to be very common, and I'm not happy that I'm predicting this. I don't like that I feel this way. This is going to be a beatdown. I agree with Roger, and that's not a good thing. When me and Roger agrees, like bet the opposite. Tim, you looking forward to Bad Bunny at halftime? I mean, of course, aren't you? You know, I'm only here for the halftime show. Uh-oh, there's Peyton, honorary captain. He's an honorary captain, and neither of his teams are in here, huh? Joe Montana's an honorary captain. That makes sense. It's in San Francisco, so that does make sense. I don't really understand uh, Peyton. I missed who the first one was. I actually wasn't looking and paying attention. Oops. And they're presenting presenting the coin and everything. Sean Smith, 8th season as NFL referee. 8th season as NFL referee, and he's already doing the Super Bowl. Shout out to him. Peyton was so good. Yeah, he was. Too bad Sonny didn't make it for one last game. Yeah, Sonny passed away at 91 years old. Seahawks all the way. I'm here for some football. What up, Mark? How are you? Seattle's being the quote-unquote visiting team here. Good flip by Joe. Heads! Who bet the house on tails? All right, so the Patriots win the toss and elect to defer. So the Patriots will be kicking it off to Seattle to get this thing started. Here we go. Last game, Tim. I hate it. We got to wait forever for the next game. Yep. Yep. Football's coming to an end here. Yep. And then we got the rigmarole of the offseason, of the draft season. And then the real lull begins, right, of summer. All right, we're about to get this thing started. 6:37, they have the coin toss. Here we go. Here we go. Mike Vrabel, this Patriot team has been a fun group to coach. I bet. It's a pretty young team. That's my sense anyway. Is it actually a young team? Let's see. I mean, Cooper Kupp is definitely older. Wait, that's a Seattle. Hold on. Wrong one. I was like, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. Morgan Moses is old. Stephon Diggs is old. How old's Matt Collins? 32. Okay, so they get 3 older guys there. Hunter Henry's been around a while. He's 31. It's been a bit of it's like a mixed group of age, at least on the offensive side. Then defensively, Harold Landry, he's got experience. They are like very similar to us. Very similar. Last year, like they went and got some veterans. Yeah, they're actually a lot older than I realized. I guess it's just because Drake May is young that I just had this idea, and of course Will Campbell their left tackle. But it's actually, they got some veterans here. I also think of like Christian Gonzalez. It's not as young as I thought. Carlton Davis has been around a while. I don't know how old Milton Williams is, but it got to be, what, late 20s? 26. Interesting. No folding on the lawn chairs today, Roger? Uh-oh. Joe is incredible. That's when you could smash the QB and mug the wide receivers. You didn't go over the middle of the field, get your wig split. That's funny. Yeah, it was. Seahawks better run the ball this time at the goal line. I was actually joking with somebody earlier today. Like, they run the ball and fumble it. All right, Andy Borregales kicking it off to Rashid Shaheed. Here we go. About to get this thing started. Get this thing started. Rashid Shaheed has been fantastic since being added. Will we see a kickoff return here? There's the kick. And no, he will kick it out of the end zone to make sure that Rashid Shaheed does not kick the opening kickoff here. So Sam Darnold on the offense will come on to the 35-yard line. Here we go. Sam Darnold starting in a Super Bowl after being cast away from a few teams, most notably, of course, the Jets, who drafted him in the first round. He is now the starting quarterback here in the Super Bowl. What is he going to do with it? Hey, Momo. Seattle should have brought Kelsey Grammer. Here you go. Single back formation at their own 35-yard line here. Takes the snap. Hand off to the left side is Walker. Walker's going to find the edge immediately, and Walker goes out of bounds for a gain of about 10. Yeah, I just have a horrible feeling this is going to get ugly. I really do. I think Seattle just wins it. I mean, but hey, who knows? It's one play. But I'm a bit surprised that it was already a 10-yard run against this Patriots defense. I would have thought this defensive line would have been all over them early. So is that a good sign? No, maybe. Here we go. 14.5 to go as we just get this thing started. Takes the quick snap. Hand off to the right side is Walker again. Walker this time gets tripped up. Not sure what that was. He loses a yard on the play, and the Patriots defense steps up after the first down run on the first play of the game. Now a quick 1-yard loss on this one. So 2nd and 11 coming up here for Seattle. Outside zone run, first play, yep. 35-10 is even our worst blowout loss. Seahawks better win, uh-oh. Capitals are still playing hockey, they are. 3 receivers bunch to the right side, and the shotgun here is Darnold. Man in motion here is Jackson Smith-Njigba, takes the quick snap. Quick throw over to the left side, caught, turns upfield. Here is the tight end, A.J. Barner. And A.J. Barner will get the first down. Good, strong throw there by Sam Darnold. Nearly tipped. Good coverage, but better throw by Darnold. Yeah, I mean, that's a perfect throw as Jones was trying to undercut it for an interception. Takes the snap, handoff. Nope, play action. Looking to set up, going to the left side, and attacking the football is Cooper Kupp. Does he make the grab? Yes, he does! Cooper Kupp with a strong-handed catch. Wow! The Patriots DBs are really playing good coverage, but the Seattle team has been even better on the offensive side. Look at that catch. It's just nasty. Here we go. Sam Darnold hurries up, takes the snap, looking to throw. Nope, doesn't get rid of it. Now rolling to his left, steps up again, going deep, and just gets rid of it. And now it's 2nd and 10 at the Patriots' 17-yard line. Wow, here we go. 35 touches. Yeah, I've lost every game I put money on this year, so I wouldn't count the Patriots out. Yeah, there you go. Wow. What a catch by Cooper Kupp. Jeez. But remember, the Super Bowl is cool and all, but Walter Payton Man of the Year is the real award. Fair enough. Here we go. Single back formation. Kupp goes in motion left to right. 5 seconds of the play clock. Darnold gets under center again. Resets to, takes the snap. Handoff to Walker. Walker cuts up the middle, and Walker will fight forward for a gain of about 2.5. So near the 14, it looks like they will give him. 12.5 to go in the first quarter. Third down and 7. Sam Darnold breaks the huddle. 17 seconds on the play clock. Barking orders here, scanning the field. Man's in motion from right to left, 2 receivers each way. Darnold takes the snap, blitz coming. Darnold, pressure, keep going over to the left side, and incomplete. And Carlton Davis with fantastic coverage on Shaheed, and the Seahawks will be forced to settle for a field goal to start this game. Yeah, this is really strong defense by the Patriots all across the board. I mean, couple of really close calls for that Seattle on the first drive that turned into first downs, but here we go. Myers from the right hash, just a short 33-yard field goal. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. That was an ugly, weird knuckleball there, but he does find it through the uprights. And we have our first points of the game is a field goal, 11:58 to go in the first quarter, and here comes Drake May and the offense. Tim doesn't even know Bobby Wagner won the award. I actually didn't realize that Bobby Wagner won the award. I had no idea. Did he actually? Walter Payton Man of the Year went to us? I only heard that Stafford won MVP. That's the only award I actually know of. Like who the winner was. Shout out to Bobby. That's awesome. His speech was lovely. That's awesome. I still want Sonny Styles in the draft. He's a unicorn. Okay. Walker has to press the outside with conviction. That is important for the outside zone. You got to get on your track, press the outside, and make your cut off of that. I actually don't even know who won the other awards. Let's see. NFL awards. I'm kind of down on the awards though this year. Like I don't think Stafford should have won it. I think it's kind of stupid. Like they've been basically giving the award to the best players on, or like the good players on the best teams rather than the best player on the season no matter what. So why would Matt Stafford win when he was the 5th seed or 6th seed? 5th seed? I guess they got the 5th seed, right? I don't know. Your thoughts on James Pierce? I only know he got arrested. I don't know why he got arrested. It's sad. Hopefully he's okay and he comes back. But yeah, I don't know. Tet McMillan winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. That makes sense. They when did they start Protector of the Year? It's the first. No. What? When was there a Protector of the Year? Protector of. Oh, it was the first ever. Okay, I was like, it's brand new. Comeback Player of the Year is Christian McCaffrey. That makes a ton of sense. He was fantastic. Mike Vrabel won Coach of the Year. Well deserved. Several guys could have been there. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Carson Swessinger for the Browns. He was fantastic. Offensive Player of the Year, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean, he led the league in receiving. Had a great season. 10 touchdowns. Josh McDaniel, Offensive Coordinator of the Year. Okay. Assistant Coach of the Year. He was fantastic. That makes sense. There's the kick, and it will be caught at the goal line. Here's the return for the Patriots. And straight ahead, not a whole lot there. Gets to about the 33-yard line, and that'll be where the Patriots will start. So there you go. There's your award winners. Heyo! Super chat on the horizon. Love my Timmy. Happy Super Bowl. Thank you, Ty Ty. Appreciate the support. And hope you enjoy your Super Bowl and your new baby boy. Here we go. Drake May for the first time today in the Super Bowl. Let's see what they do here. Single back formation here at their own 28-yard line rather. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Here is Stevenson straight ahead, and Stevenson will fall forward for a gain of about 6 or so. So that'll bring up 2nd and 4 at their own 34-yard line. Drake May finished second in MVP voting. Second youngest quarterback starting in a Super Bowl. The youngest actually was not something I knew. I didn't realize Dan Marino was the youngest. I would have thought it would have been Big Ben. I didn't know how old Big Ben was. I knew he won it in year 2 as well. Here we go. Single back formation. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle here is Stevenson. Stevenson slips the first tackle and gets hit hard after a gain of about 3. Sets up 3rd down and 1 now at their own 37. Patriots down 3-0 here so far. This is only their first time getting the football. Can they answer? This offense has been pretty mediocre this playoffs. The defense has been nothing short of phenomenal. 9 points, less than 9 points a game given up by the defense. 3 receivers to the right. Drake May in the shotgun. Stevenson going to motion into the backfield from the left side. Takes the snap, looking to throw. May pumping, quick throw over to the left side. It's going to be caught, slips the first tackle, and he's out of bounds. Stevenson does a great job to stay on his feet and keep this drive alive out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Good job, Drake May. Throws a good football there to make sure he gets it in stride. Julian Love would love to have that tackle back. He could have gotten a big tackle there for Seattle to get them a quick 3 and out. But instead, dove at the legs instead of running through them. And it's an easy first down. Single back formation here. 2 receivers each way here for May. Puts a man in motion as Boutte. Takes the snap, fakes the jet sweep, fakes the handoff. Now going to get it out there to Booty. Booty is going to make a nice move. And he's zigging and zagging and diving across midfield to the 49-yard line. Excuse me, it's Douglas. Douglas is 3. Sorry, apologies. Booty's 9. Douglas is 3. I got those backwards. Here we go. Nice move by Douglas. Woo! Thomas got put on skates there. Josh McDaniels versus Mike McDonald. What a great matchup these two are. Fantastic young minds at their positions. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle to the right more is Stevenson, and Stevenson will get a gain of 3, and that's enough for a first down. Move the chains here for New England. This should be a way better than last year's KC Turd Bowl. All right, we'll see. We'll see. So far, so true. It's looking solid right now. All right, Drake May breaks the huddle. 1st and 10 at the 46-ish yard line. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. May is going to roll to his right now, trying to escape, and down goes May. Hall, Derek Hall, comes around that right side, beating the left tackle, and gets the first sack of the day. And now it's 1st and 20 as they go behind the behind the 50-yard line, back into their own territory. Oh, Campbell actually had decent protection there. It was actually the left guard that comes over and hits him off of Campbell, making it easier for him. A little bit of a miscommunication there to put him in a bad spot. 3 receivers to the left side, and the shotgun takes the snap. 4-man rush again. May this time steps up, avoids the rush. May keeps it. May's going to get those yards back and a few more. And nice tackle there by the rookie Amanawari. And gets a gain of 11 to the 44-yard line. Sets up now 3rd down and 9. Good job by Drake May. Standing tall in that pocket. Steps, climbs the pocket. and that he's able to get a nice gain with his legs, make it a much more third down and manageable situation after the 2nd and 20. Here we go, 3rd down and 9, 7.5 to go in the first quarter. Man in motion here is Douglas from right to left. 3 receivers to the left side. Drake May scanning the field. Looks like a blitz coming. It is. Drake May has to roll to his right, gets rid of it, throwing it downfield, and just incomplete. He was out of the pocket, so it's going to be a quick throw it away for the 9. And now the Patriots will most likely be playing the field position battle, a lot of what they did last week against Denver, and punting it away. Yeah, there was no quick throw option with that blitz. Yeah, nobody was looking for the ball immediately, and Witherspoon just comes off the edge by himself. Good job by Drake May to get out of there and throw it away. But let's see if the punter, Bryce Behringer, can pin them back deep. Behringer. They're letting the clock run. Now there's the snap. There's the punt. Shaheed back to receive, and he will fair catch it at about the 9 or 10-ish yard line. It looks like they will give him the 10. So that is where Seattle will start this next drive with a 3-point lead. And let's see if the Patriots defense, who has been so very strong in these playoffs, can continue it, because the Patriots, in my book, are going to need it desperately. McDaniels is 49. That's still young for a coach, dude. I know you don't think of McDaniels as young because, 49 is not an old coach. It's crazy, right? I do always want the bootay. That's true. Tim, what do you think of Kingsbury going to the Rams? I think it's fantastic. It's a great combo with McVay and Kingsbury to really pick each other's brains. I know a lot of people think that McVay has nothing to learn, but Cliff Kingsbury is a stud, dude, and now they will both continue to get better, and Kingsbury will be back stronger. Drake got to throw it away. Oh, my God. Yeah. Where's the intentional grounding? I think he got outside of the pocket, Squashio. No one in the area? Yeah, I think he got out of the pocket. What will it take for our defense to look like that? An edge rusher. We need an edge rusher, man. Will Campbell has just looked horrible all playoffs. Yeah. Well, that one right there, I don't put so much on him. He looked like he actually had a decent block on him, and then the left guard just comes over and shoves the guy, and it actually pushes him around him in a perfect position. I hate when people do that. They just come over to just try to hit somebody, and then you end up actually giving them the advantage, right? Like, I'm in front of them, I'm doing my job, and then all of a sudden they get shoved around me, and it's like, what the heck? It's because he has little arms. Yep, these Super Bowl ads so far stink. Well, I'm not paying attention to the ads at all. If anything, Cliff will learn something. He's about to find out how big boy football works. I know. A lot of people think that. You're certainly not the only one to say something like that. That's okay. Ads are too corporate now. No one takes risks. I heard that Budweiser is going to have a good one. And crap, who was the other one? That was somebody that I was not familiar with. Oh, Ring Door Camera may have a good one. 7-11 to go in the first quarter. Seattle at the ball at their own 10. Pistol formation here for Darnold. Barn to the fullback on his right. Man in motion here is Saubert. Takes a snap, play action. Pumping. Darnold off his back foot. Attacking the football here. And hoof. Hits the ground harmlessly as it goes off the hands of Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it is incomplete, 2nd and 10. The Patriots defense has continued to look strong. They're just in perfect positions, making it very hard for Sam Darnold. Ooh, where's the flag on that one? The roughing the passer. That could have been a big flag there, but nonetheless, it wasn't. Jackson Smith and Jigba in motion, right to left. 2 receivers each way. In the shotgun here is Darnold. Takes the snap, looking to throw, pumping, gets rid of it, and now it's going to be a quick catch there by JSN. Gets his legs taken from under him, and it looks like he's going to be all right. I hate when they dive at people's legs. It makes me a little nervous, but JSN does get up, and he's all right. Now it is, 3rd down and 6. Jackson Smith and Jigba led the NFL in yards, 1,793 yards. Incredible season for the young receiver. 3rd down and 6 now. 2 receivers each way. Sam Darnold scanning the field, puts a man in motion again as JSN. 3 receivers to the left now. Oh, you got to get set. Now Barner has to get reset, and he does. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Darnold steps up, avoids it. Darnold resets. Darnold, pressure coming. Throws it downfield. Oh, and it's just too far for Jackson Smith and Jigba. Wow, that would have been insane. The pressure came quickly. Darnold was able to escape, but unfortunately, the escape did not prove to be worth it as he throws it to a wide open JSN, but it's a little bit too far. Brutal. All right, there's a quick 3 and out for the Patriots defense, so it will remain a 3-point game. Here comes the punt. There's the snap. Punts it away to the right side. Oh, it didn't look like he got... Wow, it's a booming punt. Wow, and it didn't even look like he got that good of a kick on it. It looks like he got nervous. Jones makes the catch at about the 36-yard line. How far did that end up going? A 50-yard punt, and I thought I was prepared for that to be a really bad kick. Just the way he looked after the kick, and he looked like he was nervous as if the legs were about to be taken out from under him. But instead, it's still a 50-yard booming kick right at out of bounds, so there's no opportunity for a return. And the 36-yard line is where the Patriots will start this next drive. Great punt. Tim, you think Washington's going to Paris next season? Do I think they are? Isn't that already a thing? Or, like, what do you think about us going to Paris? I don't like it, but, you know, it's not my favorite. Whatever. What up, Susan? Happy Super Bowl Sunday, everybody. The lack of creativity and imagination, not only in ads, but movies and TV shows as well, yeah. You know, that being said, I've actually really enjoyed the live-action Lion Kings. The Lion King and Mufasa. I thought they were actually pretty good. I enjoyed watching them with my son. I had never seen it. Tim, how life's treating you? Hope all is well. Just staying busy, man. Staying busy. We'll see what the near future holds. That'll tell a lot, but been busy. Roger, you won't get 35 runs today. That's the woke movement for you? Whatever. You could also argue there needs to be some, like, boring times to make the exciting times good, right? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, but, you know, like those shock value commercials that were hilarious, like, it's hard to do those over and over and over again. Eventually you'll just get tired of, like, you don't appreciate them as much. Can't believe you just said that, Tim. What did I even say? I'm saying a lot of stuff. Hate us playing those international games? Yeah. I said a lot of different things. I don't even know what you hate what I said. Oh, the Mufasa thing? I liked them. You didn't like them? I thought they were good. I did. There was one problem with the Lion King, though, that didn't make a whole lot of sense, but it was a one big plot hole. But I liked the Mufasa. I thought it was good. With Jaden, we were bound to have to play more international games, potentially, yeah. Here we go. Takes the snap. Play action. May steps up. Looking. Throws on the move. And it's going to be caught. There he is. Keishawn Butte with the catch. And he gets across midfield to Seattle's 43-yard line. Gain of 21. Julian Love in on the tackle. Good throw there by Drake May as he stepped up into the pocket. There you go. Beautifully done. Those were soulless. Takes the quick snap. Delayed handoff up the middle here, and Henderson gets hit in the backfield. Blown up by Jones the fourth. Ernest Jones flies in there after Thomas, really, though. The linebacker for Seattle just flew in there. That was Drake Thomas, the first one in the area, and then Jones there to clean it up. And that's a loss on the play. Sets up now 2nd and 14 at Seattle's 47-yard line. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 3 receivers to the right. Drake May in the shotgun. Scanning the field. 5 seconds to the play clock. And here comes a 5-man rush. Quick throw over to the left side. Caught by Henderson. And Henderson tripped up immediately by Job for another 1-yard loss. And it's now 3rd down and 15. Going the backwards. Seattle's defense bringing the pressure. Yeah, they are attacking Will Campbell with a lot of pressure. And, poof, they're not sliding his way or protecting it very well either. Great job there by McDonald. 3 receivers to the right. Drake May calling out the linebacker. Takes the snap. Blitz coming again. Drake May this time has... Oh, the pocket collapsed quickly. Looked like he had a little bit of time. And then Witherspoon cleans up a sack. 4th and 25 at their own 42-yard line. And the Patriots will be forced to punt it away with just under 4 minutes to play. Best Lion King is Lion King 1.5. Interesting take. Kraft said 18-game season, only 2 preseason games, and every team will play an international game. Well, there you go. There's the punt. It's going to be Rashid Shaheed. He's going to have a chance to return, and they're going to clean him up at about the 13-ish yard line. Good job there by New England to not let that man get loose. 3:29 to go in the first quarter, and Seattle will have the ball again, remaining with a 3-0 lead. That run defense is serious, yeah. Tim, do you think Kraft would be in the Hall of Fame if he didn't enjoy... I mean, I don't think an owner should be in the Hall of Fame in general. Is that just me? I don't know. Like, it doesn't feel right. I don't know. It just... Why would you put it... And there might be other owners in there, but I just... No, it's not about you, dude. Like, you make your money. You be entertained. Like, no. But, so, I don't know if he would be in the Hall of Fame or should be in the Hall of Fame by NFL standards, but by my standards, I don't want him in there. With UFO disclosure soon coming, new NFL expansion team will be the Mooner Sooners. I hope our defense can become Seattle's. Me too. Can we just put W stickers on the Seattle defense and call them ours? Incredible defense, yep. Defensive battle today, so far so true. Agree, no owner, yeah. It just doesn't... I don't know. That just doesn't seem right to me. Afraid Super Bowl will go pay-per-view? Well, that's stupid. That's super dumb. Like, literally... The most pay-per-view, well, I guess not the most. Boxing might be the most pay-per-view. But, like, one of the biggest pay-per-view sports literally just left that model. Like, like they literally just left in the UFC. Like, they were growing like crazy with that model, and they just said, yeah, no. We're going to go to a more broad audience and grow way more. Like it's a stupid model. Why did Bill Belichick get crap on in the NFL Hall of Fame? It's because they thought other people deserved it more, which is just insane. Like one of the voters came out and said, like, I think Bill Belichick should be in the Hall of Fame, but these other guys, man, I needed to vote for them because they've been around a long time and blah blah blah. It's like, okay, well then let somebody else get kicked to the curb, not an 8-time Super Bowl champion, 6-time head coach Super Bowl champion, 9-time appearances as a head coach. Yeah, not that guy. He doesn't take a back seat. It's ridiculous. Single back formation takes the snap. Handoff to the right side, straight ahead now. And Walker might get a gain of about 1.5 yards or so. Second down and about 8 coming up here for Seattle. I think owners should be in the Hall of Fame because of all of us know how important owners are. In either direction, see Dan Snyder. If there was a hall of buns, it would be Snyder. It just doesn't feel right to me. Like, I recognize myself as an owner, as a Hall of Famer. Like, no, it should be a player and coach award that they celebrate the players, not themselves. It just feels weird. Takes the snap, hand off to the left side is Walker. Walker to the left side, and he will fall forward to gain of 1. It's like an owner of a restaurant picking himself as employee of the month. And he's like, well, I'm a manager here. I'm important. Like, ew. Like, ew. You guys said it was their last time and they changed the voting rules? That's a cover up, Tim. 2:15. Here we go. In the shotgun, man in motion here. Jackson Smith and Jigba left to right. 3 receivers to the right side. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Darnold stepping up. Going to get rid of it quickly here to Barner. Barner spins off the first tackler and gets the first down. Tackled near the 28-yard line. Move the chains here for Seattle. Under 2 to go in the first quarter. What about Jerry Jones, Tim? No, I don't want owners in the Hall of Fame. 1:30 to go in the first quarter. 3 receivers march to the left side, single back formation. Takes the snap, play action, jet sweeping it here to Shaheed. Shaheed, stiff arm, and tackled behind the line of scrimmage is Woodson. Woodson reads it perfectly and blows it up. And that's a loss on the play of 5, 2nd and 15 coming up here for Seattle at their own 23-yard line. Here we go. Under a minute to play. In the shotgun, here's Darnold. Scanning the field. 3 receivers to the right. 2 seconds. 1 takes the snap. Blitz coming. Darnold, quick throw to the left side, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking for Jackson Smith and Jigba, and no good. 37 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 3rd and 15. Seattle. Wow, yeah, I mean, everybody's blitzing a ton right now. Both teams just sending a lot of pressure. Here we go. On 3rd and 15, I'm sure we'll see pressure again in the shotgun. 2 receivers each way. Darnold, 4 seconds to the play clock, takes the snap. No, they only send 3. He has time. Goes over to the left side and incomplete. Doesn't give Jackson Smith and Jigba an opportunity. And it goes out of bounds. 32 seconds, and they will be forced to punt it away. Wait, I'm totally confused. The owners pick themselves. Also, should GMs not be in it, Tim? No, I'm fine with GMs. GMs are a employee of the teams. People who should be in on the ballot, there should be no cap each year. If you're not getting in ballot, why not later? I don't know how the ballots should work, the caps and whatnot. 5 seconds on the play clock. Here comes the kick. Dixon. It's going to be caught at the 32-yard line. And he's going to lose a couple on the play. Man, he loves it. Stayed on his feet. And he actually gets back to the 32. So no gain. All that work just to get back to where he started. 19 seconds to go here at the end of the first quarter. And they will at least run one play. And here we go. I'm fine with GMs getting in. I think that's important. And then lobbies against them. Explain what? Just try to keep it. They were waiting on that play. Hold on. All right, here we go. Single back formation. The receiver's bunch to the right side, takes the snap, handoff up the middle here is Stevenson. Stevenson will push forward for a gain of 5. And it's now 2nd and 5, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Still 3-0. Patriots have the ball at their own 37-yard line, 2nd and 5 when we return at the end of the first quarter. We have a tough one. Good game so far. Remaining a one-score game is where we want to be. Before you said players and coaches only, I mean, yeah, fair enough. That's fine. But yeah, they do also put a lot of other people in the Hall of Fame of like the commentators and the this and the that. I mean, whatever. I mean, I feel like we're getting pretty in the weeds, I guess, at that point. But no, I think GMs, coaches, and players should be looking at, but it is what it is. I mean, owners, and yes, I know technically the press votes on it and whoever decides, blah blah blah, but it's still an NFL sanctioned. I would imagine it's an NFL sanctioned event, like voting, right? So like the owners may not be hand picking who's voting on the thing, but they accept it as their Hall of Fame, right? The NFL recognizes it as such, and it just doesn't feel right to me. And you can argue against it. You can say that, yeah, you love owners and that you think owners should be recognized as important and recognized as the good ones as to be in the Hall of Fame. If that is okay to you, I'm not saying that you're stupid for so. I just doesn't feel right to me. I don't like it. NFL would love a high scoring game. Yep. Crazy how London Fletcher still isn't in. Yeah, he does have a Super Bowl with the Rams, right? Yeah. And he has obviously a lot of stats to show for it, too. A lot of games in a row. It's interesting. I also think that maybe well, I don't know. I don't like the Hall of Fame in a lot of ways. I don't like who they've selected to be Hall of Famers and who they recognize and whatnot. I don't know. Like, to me, it's a joke when Bill Belichick doesn't get in the first ballot. Like that loses a lot of credibility there. I don't know. Like if there was ever a coach, except for maybe Joe Gibbs, because Joe Gibbs won 3 Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks, where nobody's done that, right? That was incredible 12-year run that he had, right? I meh, I don't like it. Leonard Fletcher was a good player, but he's never going to make the Hall of Fame. Yeah. All right, here we go. Second quarter. Patriots have the ball, down by 3. Second and 5. Drake May in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side. Takes the snap. Quick throw to the left side. It's going to be incomplete. Oh my goodness. He had Hunter Henry for an easy completion, and Hunter Henry drops it. And it's now 3rd down and 5. Drake May standing in, taking a shot as he throws it. I mean, it was a little bit behind him. It wasn't a perfect throw, but a very catchable pass for Hunter Henry, especially at the NFL level. 3rd down and 5. Drake May scanning the field. In the shotgun, 3 receivers bunched to the left side. And in motion here is Diggs from left to right. 2 receivers each way now. 7 seconds of the play clock. Gets reset. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Stevenson. Stevenson gets blown up for a 1-yard loss. And it is Reed, Jaron Reed out of Alabama. Been in a league for about 8 years now. The wily veteran comes up with a big 1-yard loss to force a punt. Leonard Williams in there as well to blow up the play. Oh, they don't block Leonard Williams? What is that? What? How do you do a run up the middle and not block Leonard Williams? That's a missed assignment if I've ever seen one. Here comes the kick. Behringer to kick it away. The fair catch is going to be caught at the 23-yard line. And Seattle just trying to inch their way back here in this field position battle. They started at their 10 2 possessions ago. Then they're 14, and now they're 23 or 24. So they're winning that battle, if you will, right? And instead of getting pushed back deeper in their own territory, they're coming back the other way. Can they continue to flip the field slightly? Pistol formation, 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Play action. Darnold looking. Steps up. Going deep. And Shaheed incomplete. Great coverage by Christian Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez diving. Nearly one-hand snagged that for an interception. That would have been nasty. But a great play nonetheless. Christian Gonzalez reaching it out there. Oh, imagine if he just one-hand brought that right in. But hey, he doesn't get paid to catch the ball. He gets paid to make sure that the other team doesn't, and that was fantastic. Here we go. 2nd and 10. JSN in motion left to right. In the shotgun here is Darnold. Takes the snap. Handoff to Walker. Walker bounces it to the left side. Walker's going to find the edge. Stays on his feet. 1st down and more. Down the left sideline. And he's out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line after a gain of 30. And here come the Seahawks offense. Mike Vrabel, a little frustrated on the sideline. Not freaking out, but wants to clean that up. Oh, they got to the ball quickly. Holy crap, I didn't even see the play. It was a quick incomplete pass looking for JSN. 2nd and 10 now. I guess they were worried about maybe saying he got stepped out of bounds earlier, so they ran to the line of scrimmage as fast as possible. 13:34 to go. Financial explosion that Goodell has presided over means he will never be fired. He will be the NFL commissioner when he is in his grave. That's single back formation here. 2 receivers each way. Man in motion here. Saulbert takes the snap. Handoff straight ahead is Walker. Walker finds a lane into the 2nd level. Christian Gonzalez, the lost man there, and pushes him out of bounds. And another big gain there for Walker, who's up to 7 carries for 75 yards, putting them into the red zone. I know, dude. I totally get it, Suzanne. But unfortunately, that's who made the play. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line here for Seattle. When they got to the red zone last time, they got quickly had to settle for a field goal. And in motion here is Salbert from left to right, 2 receivers each way, single back formation. Under 13 to play in the second quarter, takes the snap, handoff straight ahead, Walker. Walker makes another nice move. Oh, great tackle! Woodson comes up and tackles him for a loss again. That's his second tackle for loss today. No, excuse me, third tackle for loss today. And he has a pass deflection. Craig Woodson having a Super Bowl. If this stays a defensive battle, hey, early Super Bowl MVP alert might be on the defensive side. Imagine if Craig Woodson maybe gets an interception or something. Maybe a sleeper MVP candidate. 3 receivers to the left side. Darnold in the shotgun. 2nd and 12 at the 19. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Darnold pressure! And he gets rid of it just at the last second. And they will say incomplete pass. It is recovered by the Patriots just in case. But Chason comes flying in to get a quarterback hit. And now it's 3rd down and 12. Does anybody block anybody? Oh, Darnold. He doesn't recognize the blitz. Cross had to stay inside. That's what they're taught as an offensive lineman. You block the closest man to the quarterback, and it's up to the quarterback to get rid of the ball before that outside rusher gets there. Chason has been fantastic all season, and especially in this postseason. 3 sacks, 18 pressures, and a forced fumble. In the shotgun, quick pitch play to the left is Walker. Walker will lose a couple more on the play, and the Patriots will hold Seattle to another field goal in the red zone. Interesting play call there by Clint Kubiak, going with a run play on 3rd and 12. I guess they're worried about that pressure, and they lose yards on the play. Interesting. All right. Myers is going to kick from the left hash this time. He made it from the right hash, but it was a bit of a weird knuckleball earlier. Let's see if he can make this one look cleaner. 4th and 14. Here we go. Myers. We have the snap, the hold. The kick is up. The kick is good right down the middle, and that one did look a lot cleaner. And it's now 6-0. Seattle on top. Can the Patriots offense get anything going? Final score 12-9, yeah. Final score 3-2. -3, -4. -3 to -4, Seattle wins. Final score 10-6, yeah. 3-3 overtime, yeah. Did we interview Mike Vrabel? I don't think we did. They did not interview Mike Vrabel. Despite his availability and experience, reports indicate he was never seriously considered by the team. The decision was reportedly influenced by a desire to avoid hiring a coach recently fired by a close associate, in this case, Ran Carthen of the Tennessee Titans. I don't know, but like it's not like Dan Quinn didn't just have us in the NFC Championship game a year ago and losing to the Super Bowl champion. I mean, if Mike Vrabel got to one more game thanks to Bo Nix getting hurt and their backup not being able to move the ball, especially once the snow went down. I mean, good for them, right? Like, if they faced the Eagles from a year ago, they would have got their butts kicked just like we did. So. 11:16 to go here in the second quarter. Why would Pepsi do that to Coke? I wasn't paying attention to the commercials. It's Mike Verbal. Didn't you watch the NFL Honors Show? No. Here comes the kick. All right. Patriots going to get the ball back for the fourth time today. And there is the touchback, so the 35-yard line is where they'll start their fourth drive. They've had 3 punts thus far. Can they get points on the board? Might be me. Volume. Did I move my mic too much and affect the volume? Hopefully it's okay. All right, single back formation. Man in motion here, left to right. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Henderson barreling forward. Jones does make the tackle for a gain of 3. And 2nd and 7 coming up here at their own 38 for the Patriots. I'd rather see your boy at half than the halftime show. Yeah, my kids. That'd be funny. We'll see. They might come up here shortly. Bedtime's in about half hour to an hour. Man in motion here is Diggs from left to right. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. 4-man rush. Stepping up. Pressure coming. And Drake May goes down. Holy moly. Mills just goes straight up the middle and just tackles the, left guard and the quarterback. Is it the guard or the center? Yeah, the left guard just gets taken for an absolute ride right into the lap of Drake May, and he tackles both of them for a sack. 2 receivers each way. 3rd and 17 now. Drake May takes the snap. Play action. Quick throw to the left side is Diggs. Diggs going to try to find the outside and gets pushed out of bounds by Woolen for only a gain of about 6, and that's going to be another quick 3 and out here for the Patriots. Patriots defense still doing a fantastic job keeping this Patriots offense afloat. It's been all Patriots defense all postseason, right? And they have been just absolutely fantastic. And can they keep them in the game for Drake May just to make enough clutch plays at the right moment? You think of that Josh McDaniel, Tom Brady Super Bowl when they won 13-3 against the Rams. Can they do that again? All right, here comes the punt. There's the kick. And Rashid Shaheed back to receive. A fair catch is going to be caught at the 29-yard line. So, again, they're inching closer on that field position battle, right? They started the last one at the 24. Now they're at the 28. No, sorry, 29. It was the 10, the 14, the 24, 29. So, better field position each drive for the Seahawks that are just slowly fighting back on that field possession game. Good thing the left guard had guardian cap on. He might have gotten hurt. Will the Patriots score today? Yeah, my prediction of 33-13 might be too generous to the Patriots. Because I think the floodgates open eventually. I mean, shout out to the Patriots defense. They have been so good. But when the offense is just giving you absolutely nothing, and, the Seahawks will score a touchdown eventually here, could get ugly. Will the Pats go for it on 4th down if they have to score in the first TD for the momentum shift? I mean, in the right moment they will, but not in the 4th down situations they've been given so far. It's like 4th and 9, 4th and 10, 4th and 11. Like, they're not going for it in those situations. But 4th and 2 and shorter, sure. Last time Pat scored was when Kraft. Oh, geez. I like when you guys ask me a question of like, I can't believe you said that, or Are you sure? And I've said like 1,000 things, and I don't remember what you're referring to. I think you guys got to say, like, are you sure? And then repeat what I said so I know what to respond to, because I talk fast. Or talk a lot, I should say. I don't know if I talk necessarily fast, but I certainly talk a lot. Oh, yeah, there's this jeans commercial. I think it's funny that these straight leg baggy jeans are coming into popularity. That's how I want us to use Mikey, like how Seahawks use Witherspoon. Fair enough. That's why I asked to mess with you. Fair enough. Seahawks got them boys in the Matrix doing algorithms and algebra questions. Morgan Moses barking, the veteran in this room, barking at his offense. Here we go. That's the fun of asking you those questions. That's why you never repeat it. We want you to figure it out if you are sure. Okay, fair enough. Single back formation. Cooper Kupp goes in motion, right to left, takes the snap, handoff up the middle here is Walker. Walker bounces to the right side, and stiff arms Gonzalez, and he's out of bounds for a gain of 9 to the 38-yard line of their own. 2nd and 1 coming up here for the Seahawks. We are generating a Tim AI training your voice. Morgan Moses. Would Mikey work in that way? The slot? Yeah. 3 receivers bunched to the left side. Man in motion here. From left to right, 2 receivers each way now. Takes the snap. Handoff straight ahead is Walker. Walker will... does he get close? I can't see him in the middle of the pile. And they're going to give him the first down, gain of 1 to the 39-yard line. First down, Seattle. Morgan wants a ring. Yes, he does. Morgan Moses, a veteran leader on a Super Bowl team, who called that 5 years ago. Yeah, not I. Certainly not I. Let's all wave to Morgan, a former Redskin. That's right. Hail, baby. I was not the biggest fan of Morgan Moses when he was here, to be honest with you, though. Didn't hate him, but I wasn't the biggest fan. Arroyo goes in motion, left to right, 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap, play action. Darnold steps up, and pressure coming. He avoids it. Now he gets rid of it underneath, incomplete. Looking to Walker. Man, Sam Darnold's done a great job avoiding some sacks today. Has he been sacked at all? Man, Sam Darnold's 4 for 14 in this game. Yikes. I did not realize that. I mean, it didn't feel like he was having a good game, but 4 for 14. He has avoided all sacks so far. Yeah, I mean, jeez. All right, here we go. 2 receivers each way. In shotgun is Darnold. 2nd and 10. Blitz might be coming again from the Patriots. Takes a snap. They do send the blitz. Quick throw over to the right side. It's going to be caught by Cooper Kupp, and Cooper Kupp will make a catch for about 8 or so. 7.5 it looks like they'll give him. And it is now 3rd down and short coming up here for Seattle. Morgan is 34. Yes, he is. The old wily vet out there. Here we go. 7:20 to go in the 2nd quarter. 3 receivers bunched to the right side. Jackson Smith-Njigba one-on-one on the left with the Gonzalez. Man in motion is the tight end, right to left. Barner takes the snap, looking to throw, pumping, pressure coming. Darnold finds his man, Walker underneath, and Walker bounces off the first tackler and gets the first down. Bang! Dude, Sam Darnold has done a great job in the pocket. All the credit in the world to him. He's been getting pressured. No sack so far. Look at this. And he just a smooth little move to the right. Nothing crazy or nothing fancy. Keeps his eyes downfield. Finds his man this time. He's found a couple others, but he hasn't been able to quite connect. This time they do. First down. Single back formation. Kupp goes in motion left to right. Looking. takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Here is Walker. Walker straight ahead, and he will fall forward for a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7, coming up for Seattle at New England's 44-yard line. Walker will not go down, absolutely. That dude, man. Morgan was a Terp? Really? Morgan Moses went to Maryland? Is that true? I don't believe you. I don't... No, he went to Virginia. Single back formation. 2 receivers each way. Saulbert goes in motion now again. Takes the snap. Handoff straight ahead, and this time gets a gain of maybe 2. Is the backup running back, Helani. No Zach Charbonnet due to injury. So he was the backup. Got his first carry of the day. Only a gain of about 1.5 yards. Sets up now 3rd down and 5. Third and 5. Startled in the shotgun. 2 receivers each way. 5:15 to go in the second quarter. Barner in motion left to right now. 3 receivers bunched to the right side. Cup on the left. 4 seconds of the play clock. Takes the snap. Here comes a late blitz. Throws it to Walker. Walker cannot make the grab. And it's incomplete. 4th and 5. And now it would be a 60-yard field goal for Myers here. At the New England 42, 4th and 5. You have a question mark of do you go for it or not? I don't know. Probably not, because you just don't want to give the Patriots unwarranted momentum. Dang. Collinsworth just putting him on blast. Not a very good blocker and not a very good receiver. All right. What a punt. Wow. Incredible punt by Dixon. Downed at the 2.5, 3-yard line. Bang! Pins them back deep. Perfect punt. Just clean. Incredible. Go for it or punt. Doesn't matter. New England's offense is buns. Yeah, I mean, I just think you just give them unwarranted momentum, and then when they punt it the next time, like, you're going to get it back. So even if your defense does well, you're going to get it back in your own territory. Now, at least if you force a quick 3 and out, you then get the ball in decent territory, right? Great kick, yep. Got to keep the fans interested in the game with the game close, yep. Running back with no hands can't block. How about to get overpaid as a free agent? Yeah, he will get paid pretty well, too. He's a really, really strong running back, though, at least running the football, so we'll see. Great punt, yep. Defensive game for sure. What up, Daniel? Hey, Tim. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for being here. Appreciate all 60 of you hanging out in the chat. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Appreciate you. Nice special teams play. Yep. What's up, Lee? The Patriots will need their defense to score. Yeah. The Patriots defense with Mike Vrabel has been just phenomenal this postseason. It's been awesome to watch them play. They're a very strong unit, but I have not been impressed with Drake May in the playoffs, right? He had a fantastic regular season this year, and every time I watched him play in the regular season, the poise that he had, he just stood in that pocket, stepped up into the pocket, delivered a fantastic football. Nothing bad to say about him in the regular season. And then in this playoffs against Houston and then against Denver, he looked to get a lot of happy feet. And we've seen it again today a bit when he's stepping up. He's not stepping up with the intent to throw. It's like almost like intent of like, I'm going to run. I don't know. I'm nervous here, right? And that is a big problem for Drake May in the offense. And I don't see it changing this early in his young career. I mean, I see it change. I could see it changing down the future as he gets more comfortable, as he sees more defenses and all that stuff. But right now, I think that Houston defense shook him big time. Denver didn't help as they were all over him as well. And now Seattle doing the same thing. Shout out Daniel for the super chat. No note, but I appreciate you nonetheless. Thank you very much for supporting the channel and being a channel member as well. Thank you very much. Yeah, exactly, Frangor. Exactly. Single back formation at their own 2. Takes the snap. Handoff straight ahead of Stevenson. Stevenson will fight forward to get some breathing room. Nice job there to the 5-yard line. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 7. There's Mike Vrabel talking to his defense, knowing that they are going to be the catalyst to get him his first Super Bowl as a head coach if they can pull this off. Mythics King, go Seahawks, fair enough. Why the Winter Olympics so early? What do you mean? It's the middle of the winter. 3 receivers to the left side. In the shotgun. Takes the snap. 3-man rush. Has, oh, wait a minute. What's this? Oh, it looks like Seattle took a timeout right before the snap. They only had 10 guys on the field. That would have stunk. All right, so they get the timeout off. There's a bit of a miscommunication for Mike McDonald and his defense. Got to get that cleaned up here in this time. You don't want to have that kind of a mistake happen and give this offense some hope. But here we go. Will Tim be dancing the truffle shuffle during halftime? Stay tuned. First pair of rookie teammates to start on the offensive line in Super Bowl history. Wow. All right, here we go. 4:21 to go in the second quarter. 2 receivers each way, scanning the field. Hunter Henry in motion, stays on the right side. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. Quick throw to the right, and incomplete. Looking for his receiver, Hollins. 3rd down and 7 now, deep in their own territory. Julian Love there on the coverage as well. 4:19 to go in the second quarter. Drake May. He's 5 for 8 today, 39 yards thus far. He's been sacked, I believe it was twice? No, 3 times for a 10-yard loss. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way. Drake May calls out the middle linebacker here. Single high safety look coming from Seattle. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Quick throw to the right side, and it will be caught. It is by Douglas for a first down. Great job there by Drake May. Not a lot of pressure coming from Seattle on that particular play. Stands tall, delivers a good pass. Here we go. Could have rhymed there with ball, but screw that. Salsa. No, it's February, but not. Why not after the Super Bowl? Because international audiences don't care about American football. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle here. Stevenson shaking and baking, bounces it to the right side, and he goes out of bounds for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 now at their own 17-yard line. 3.5 to go here in the second quarter. Did I just hear that right? There's been no penalties today? Jeez, no penalties so far today. So the refs are not getting involved at all. All right, single back formation. Drake May takes the snap, rolling to his right side, pressure coming immediately, trying to stiff arm his man, and just gets rid of it. Incomplete. Jones was the only one that may have had a chance at it, but it is hitting the ground harmlessly. 3rd and 7 here for the Patriots. Yeah, no flag so far is crazy. Don't worry, Tim. The refs will make up for it next half. Yeah. So cast the ball. All right, Drake May. 3rd and 7 in the shotgun. 2 running backs in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the left side. Takes the snap. And it's a false start. And that's going to be a 5-yard loss, making it 3rd and 12. Will Campbell getting a little antsy there. Gets called for the false start. And it's now, here we go, 3rd and 12. Is Tim doing the squirrel? First flag jinxed it. Yeah, we did. There's the false start. Here we go. Yeah, he leaned back just enough. Oh, Nwosu then also put him on his butt there. 2 receivers each way. In the shotgun here is May. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Pressure stepping up. Going deep down the right sideline. Incomplete as it falls out of bounds. 4th and 12 now coming up for the Patriots. Who jinxed us? First flag? Yeah. No penalties. That's so people betting on the game can't complain about losing their money on the refs. Yeah, I guess so. But they will blame anybody and everybody for losing anyway, so it's all rigged. Not. Too many moving pieces. Here comes the kick from Behringer. And it will be Rashid Shaheed who's going to have a clean chance to run it back to the right side. Trying to find the edge, cuts it back towards the middle, and tripped up at the 43-yard line. So great field position coming here for Seattle with 2:50 to go here in the second quarter. Seattle will have the 2-minute warning and 2 timeouts. Plenty of time to get points on the board before halftime. Let me give you a pro tip. Hamburger helper from scratch. Maybe the best quick meal you can make for you and your family. No box, just make it with the fresh ingredients. I mean, I've kind of done that, but not completely fresh, though. So I shouldn't say I've done it, because it's not like I've... Well, I guess, I don't know, like, have I? Do you count, like, box mac and cheese? I've gotten beef, like hamburger meat, and cooked that, and then combined the two. And then I added some ketchup and mustard in there, so it's like a hamburger mac and cheese, which is essentially what hamburger helper is, right? Peanut butter and jelly, yeah. Do you see any of the contract implications from this game versus the taxes on the paychecks? Did you see any of the contract implications from this game versus the taxes on the paychecks? Oh, because it's played in California? Oh, California is getting its grimy paws all over it. Ugh. Just hate when the noodles are overcooked. That was certainly an ad. What in the world was that? My whole computer just skipped. That was weird. Heyo! Tim, can you please ask Margot to put her plant down? Margot, put your plant down. What are you doing, man? Thanks for the tip. We're always looking for new recipes. Yeah, there you go. You gotta make the bechamel sauce from scratch. The cheese sauce? Okay, I did not do that. Apparently, players earn an incentive for winning the Super Bowl, depending on their contract. Some get a $315,000 bonus, but the taxes in California are going to be near $330K. Even if you win, you lose? No, that's not true. I don't believe that. If you only make $315K, then you don't get taxed $315K. I mean, even if their tax bracket is only like 20% or something like that, so that doesn't make any sense. Unless they're counting their whole paycheck or something, but I don't. That sounds weird. Single back formation. 2 receivers each way. Arroyo goes in motion again, takes the snap, rolling to his left side. Darnold pressure immediately, throws it over the middle of the field. It's going to be caught by Cooper Kupp for a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3 coming up here for Seattle at midfield. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. The bonus is $315K. Their paycheck is taxed. Hold on. We'll come back to this. Okay, here we go. Single back formation. Takes the snap. Handoff. Up the middle is Walker. Walker straight ahead. And Walker will get the first down. Gain of about 7 on the play and move the chains, as that will bring us to the 2-minute warning after the gain of 7 to the New England 43-yard line. Seattle 6, Patriots 0 in this defensive battle. Okay, now I think I see what you're saying. So, like, let's say they were making $2 million, right? Something like that, like 1.5 million, and then you get a bonus of 300K. The taxes are so high in California, it doesn't even cover the bonus. Just gives you your taxes back, is what you're saying. I see what you're saying, right? They don't actually lose it. The tax rate will be something like 12%. Here is the thing, though. You've been in Cali, Silicon Valley for a few weeks. Make some connections and invest in something. It'll be worth it. Gotcha. What the heck is going on? All my windows just got closed for some reason. That was weird. I don't know what's going on with my freaking computer. I need to do a virus check or something. I don't know. Weird. All my stuff just got erased.